Welcome to a week away, and we're doing canoeing this week. So I'm going to make a little recording each day just to let you know what I've been doing. So it is Monday morning. I travelled down last night, so it was a 2-hour drive. I got down here about 9:10, so slept in the van overnight, which was really pleasant. And this is a stunning location. It is so pretty and picturesque. And we are going to be running sessions for an activity week. So here we go. So there we are. That's the end of day one. So just to run you through some of the things I've been doing today. So first of all, this morning we set up the camp for the children. They arrived about 10 o'clock and we set all their tents up, helped them put their tents up, which they really enjoyed. They got themselves sorted with their sleeping accommodation, put all of their kit inside the tent, so that's all sorted. Then we had some lunch, some wraps for lunch, which was brilliant. And then we started our first activities. So we did start a little bit later than planned, but we'd already got the canoes out and the paddles and the buoyancy aids. So we got everybody kitted up and then we got them on the water. The wind was pretty strong, so we had real challenges getting the canoes out and then also obviously getting them back. So wasn't the normal session that I would run in terms of running games and actually getting them to develop some skills through playing games, but we did do some extensive work on fighting against the wind to get back into the little bay where we got out. So we ran 2 sessions this afternoon, which both of them were similar because of the wind. Then we were off the water, so they all got changed and we had some dinner, and we're now just hanging. You can see that I'm actually in the van. So we've got a few minutes in between activities now, and it's coming up to 8 o'clock in the evening, and we're going to set the campfire up in about 10 more minutes. And then that will be the final activity for the children today. So it's a busy old day. You can see being out and about. So I did my 10,000 steps that's on my watch. I'd done that by 10:10 this morning. So I'm up to about 15,500 steps now. So there is a lot of work involved in these days. It's not as simple as just turning up and getting on the water. You have to also do all of the prep work, get the canoes off the trailer, get them taken over to the water, get them checked, get all the paddles out, the buoyancy aids. So there is a fair amount of prep work and activity. So yeah, I'm tired today. It's been a good one. But it has been tiring. Towed a couple of people in the canoes to get them back to where they should be. So that is always tiring when you're towing canoes. Luckily, I've had an excellent teacher on the water with me who I've known for a couple of years and absolutely love the guy. His energy on the water and his enthusiasm is tremendous. So it was great to have him in the team as well and paddling with us, and hopefully he'll be paddling with me tomorrow. I'd really love that, so I hope he can do that. And that's the end of Monday. So by about 9:10, 9:15, I will be finished, and then into the van, off to sleep, and then we're back up for our our breakfast at 8 o'clock and our briefing at 8:30 tomorrow. So that's the end of Monday. Good night. So we're halfway through Tuesday. We had the campfire last night that finished about 10 o'clock. So that was me off shift at 10. So I've been working through from 8 o'clock in the morning through till 10 o'clock at night. You have to do that on these activity days. And yeah, the children loved the campfire. That was really nice. Sang some songs. And yeah, really excellent. So they enjoyed that, and then they had their quiet time and then off to bed. I think it was fairly quiet. The teachers look after the children overnight, so we don't get involved in that. And then this morning back on from about 7:45, and we had our breakfast, and then our first activity at about, starting a bit late, but about 9:15, so I'm on canoeing again. And a little bit easier because we moved the canoes to the top of the Paxton Lake, so it's a little bit out of the wind, and it's easier for the children when they get on. They can actually paddle rather than just fighting against the wind all the time. So we played a couple of games on the first session, and then the second session the children were a little bit better at paddling. Some of them had experience on paddleboards, which was great, so we managed to go over to the far side of the top of the lake onto a really calm bit, and we played 2 games there, which they absolutely loved. So that was the best session. I still have the support of one of the teachers from the school, which makes the session a little bit easier because we've got another set of eyes on all of the children. So yeah, going well. So we're halfway through Tuesday, so we'll give you an update a little bit later on. So that's the final session for Tuesday. So we've done 4 canoe sessions today, and in fairness they've gone pretty well. Each one's got better from the previous one, mainly because of the weather. The wind has dropped, so it's made it much easier to get the children across to the top side of the lake where it's quite sheltered and they can play games up there, which we've done 3 or 4 games with each group, which has been brilliant. The children have been amazing, and it's great to see their paddle skills improving through the session. So this always happens. So when they start out, they're a little bit struggling to work out how to turn the canoe left to right, or left or right, and also how to paddle forwards and backwards, and how to do that consistently and work together in a pair in the canoe. So it is really good to see that as the games go on, they're starting to do the strokes a little bit better. They're forced to communicate a lot more effectively with each other because it's a game, so it's competitive and they want to win. So that is brilliant to see. And also introducing new strokes that they don't even know they're doing. So like a draw stroke is really common. So where you've got a game with the ball drops in the water, they're trying to get the canoe close. They can normally get it pretty close, but then that last little bit, you see them using the paddle to actually draw in and draw the canoe a little bit closer. So that is really great to see and great development. And I have to say, the children on this activity week so far, they have been absolutely amazing. They are so polite, they are so brilliant, and they are really, really good fun. So at every meal time, I am trying to sit with them. So we're eating together as well, just so I can improve my memory of the names of the children, because that does make a difference. And if you are interested in how to run the best paddle sport sessions from my experience, then I'll put a link in the description of this video, so you can go have a look and have a read. It's a little bit of a lengthy read, I have to say, because I tried to include as much as I can in there. But if you want to find out, then that is a good way of doing it. So we're just waiting for dinner now. We're going to have some dinner, and then there's a fifth activity for them in the evening, and then obviously off to bed, and we start again tomorrow. So yeah, it's going well. End of Tuesday, of course tired because there's a lot to do. Even in our lunch break today, we had a few minutes for lunch, and then we were putting up group shelters, so they have gone up over the lunch area just in case we get any inclement weather. So we were still working over lunch, and we will work through till at least 9 o'clock tonight, maybe 9:30. So yeah, going well. So there we are. It's 9:20 on Tuesday night, and just finished the day's work. So we had dinner, which was brilliant. That was meatballs and sauce and garlic bread, which is absolutely excellent. So the children really loved that. There were some different options for their puddings, which they're having actually now. So we have clocked off as instructors and just given a chance to have a bit of a relax before getting off to bed. So yeah, a great evening. So did some washing up, quite a lot of washing up. All the pans from the dinner that had been made, so all of those got washed up, dried up and put away. And then we've done a little bit of cleaning in the toilets. So as with anything, you know, you've got to kind of muck in and make sure that all the jobs are getting done. It's not fair just to come along to these and just say, well, I'm a canoe instructor, so therefore that's all I'm going to do. Now, in my experience, actually what the provider wants is somebody all round. So that's what we're doing. So if there is stuff that needs doing, I've put bin bags out, I've emptied bins, put them in the big bin that we've got here. I've cleaned the floor in the toilets, done the washing up, and just generally tidied round. So all the buoyant shades were put away earlier. I did that, and then the cagoles that the children have been wearing has been put away as well. So in my eyes, really important that these jobs get done, so you become a little bit invaluable to the provider, and hopefully they book you the next time round. So there is a sort of a thought on that. And yeah, on that note, I am going to just read a little bit and then off to bed.